there, guys, and welcome back to another reading of the Vtuber Reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. The only series where I will still be using this model until I'm through this book. And should I ever get to the second book, should I ever fricking obtain it, then I'll probably use my actual face for that one. Which would make me kinda happy, because my favorite monster girl in this series is actually in the second book. Anyway, the monster girl we will be reading about today is none other than a very horny Hornet, because it's literally a hornet, get it? Anyway, Hornet, family B, type arthropod. That's one good-looking arthropod, you know? Anyway, habitat, forests. Nature, violent and aggressive. Oh no. I know where this one's going. Diet, carnivorous, favors wild animals and insects. Cannibalism. Great. Anyway. The Hornet is an arthropod monster that is especially large. Oh my. Even among the bee family. Despite their size, however, hornets live in hives, with queens at the heart of the colony. Just like other monsters of the bee family, the hornet is unusually violent compared to other members of the bee family. Because, can you believe it? I hate myself for trying to reference that show. And they spend their days hunting for men. When a hornet finds prey, she uses the venomous stinger of her spear. Yeah, I think she might be using something else. To paralyze him and carry him back to the hive. She will also use the stinger on her abdomen to inject him with an aphrodisiac. Jeez, some of these monster girls really rely on these aphrodisiacs by the sounds of it. And honestly, in my opinion, those that actually use the aphrodisiacs don't really need them in terms of looks. Although there are some questionable monster girls in this book where I would say they might need that more. Oh boy. Hang on. Realize Alright. Perhaps because hornets have a constant store of aphrodisiacs in their abdomen, they themselves seem to be aroused at all times, constantly constantly wrestles for sex, for the hokey pokey. Thus, when a hornet finds a man, she flies to him, giddy, and sticks him with the paralytic and aphrodisiacal venom. Then she forcibly does the hokey pokey with him through thoroughly until she has had her fill. Oh my. Afterward, if the queen is still unmarried, she takes the ravished man back to her hive as a potential husband. If the queen is pleased with the selection, she will proceed to forcibly do the hokey pokey with him every day. I mean, considering. Although, wouldn't he just die very quickly with the sheer amount of aphrodisiacs? Because, after a certain amount of time, having a boner is a health hazard. Or starts becoming a health hazard. His ownership will go to the worker if the queen has no interest in him. Much like the honeybees, it is a great delight for a hornet to find that the man she forcefully did the hokey pokey with now belongs to her forever. Typically, as soon as her good fortune has been announced, she proceeds to take her newly won man to her chamber, where she unleashes the full force of her thrilling body upon him. One can only imagine the satisfaction and excitement that must electrify her at the thought of the days to come. Laden and wet with the combined fluids of their mating. Jesus. Just Jesus. And this coming from someone who isn't religious. Again, Jesus Christ. If the queen has a husband, it is not necessary for the workers to carry men back, but it also means that they can do whatever they like with the one they catch. So much like honeybees, their man hunting continues unabated. Oh boy. Even considering their similarities, hornets have a long-stained animosity with honeybees. Often, the smallest irritations cause tension to escalate, cause tension and escalate until the hornet breaks into a full-blown rage. One-on-one, a honeybee does not stand a chance against a hornet. However, there have been times when a number of honeybees overwhelm a hornet, slick her into allure nectar and tease every inch of her flesh, rendering her helpless with pleasure. Is it just me, or does anyone else wanna see how that one looks like? I mean, we can probably without the hornets and honeybees, but there's probably something like that on certain sites. Then they may take her into their hive, continue their tantric honey orgy and ensure that the hornet understands the sweet pleasure of the honeybees. This causes the hornet to assume a tranquil attitude and favor sweet release with men as the honeybees do. Then while the mellowed hornet drinks alluring nectar and grooms herself along with the honeybees, her unused aphrodisiac venom merges with her body and makes it even more sensual and sensitive. The likely result of the hornet who seduces men with even more skill and allure than a honeybee body and soul, signing in search of pure pleasure. Dude, just what the F? Just what the F? I mean, there are exceedingly more horrible and downright non-appealing monster girls in this book, but damn. And this coming from someone who actually likes the ogre monster girl in this book. Mainly because I may have a muscle fetish when it comes to women. You know, like a fit, muscular woman. I probably said too much there. Also, here is a tad bit of more information that you probably don't want to know, but I plan on, after finishing this recording, to read a doujinshi I've been itching to get to, actually. And for those of you who don't know what a doujinshi is, it's essentially the plus 18 version of manga. And for those of you who are interested in what particular one I am itching to read, the following numbers shall be useful to the 405357. That's right. That doujinshi. And yes, you can find it if you write doujinshi and that number. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I'll be making. So yeah, bye! Also, if you know the doujinshi I'm talking about, feel free to let that one, feel free to mention the name in the comments. I already do, so wink wink. Anyway, bye!